Alright, huge movie fanatic Nate returning once again with another world famous or soon to be world famous and non-viral video. I talked about several videos back, well actually several videos back, I reviewed Zack and Miri Make a Porno, and I obviously mentioned Clerks, and maybe I'll very briefly do that again. So this is a review for Clerks, by the way. So I didn't catch Clerks in the theater or anything like that. I became aware of it when it came out on video in it would have been 95, correct? So like a lot of people, I discovered Clerks on tape on its first initial video release, and I like movies, so I like to make movies, independent, no budget movies myself. And at the time, me and some people I knew were just getting into like Super 8, where we'd make, which is film. It's like the smallest. Actually, it's not the smallest. I think the smallest is plain old 8. But where we'd actually, it was a big deal for us because it was like we're shooting film, to be silent little movies and stuff. So I was obviously interested in that kind of stuff, and I knew what 16mm was at the time and everything like that, and I was very interested to see, because we were making no budget little short movies and videos and films at the time, so it was very interesting to see, and I was really jealous, obviously, of someone else doing a no budget movie or low budget movie on 16mm black and white, their first, just doing it by the seat of their pants, not having any knowledge, not having done it before, not having any knowledge on how to do it, and just going for it. And I rewatched it. I mentioned, I think in Zack and Miri Make a Porno review, that I got the Blu-ray for $7.99 at Best Buy in a Blu-ray bin like maybe 2 years ago, and it's just been on the pile since. And some reason, like it might have been 1 or 2 months ago, I was just picked it up and said, let's do this, and I hadn't seen Clerks for possibly 10 years, 7 years, so it was really seeing it for the first time all over again, and it was really weird because it brought back all of the feelings I had when I first saw it. How old would I have been? I don't know. When I saw Clerks, yeah, like 18 or something like that when I saw it on video. So it brought back all the feelings of just being like a teenager and seeing the young characters, which are I think early 20s or whatever, in the movie, and all that stuff that you identify with, and except I never tried to. So yeah, moving on. But I generally just liked, when I first saw it, just the characters, and obviously, I mean, that's what everyone likes about Clerks, because in a way that's all there is to like about Clerks, because it's not necessarily a cinematic masterpiece in the terms of technical sophistication. But the thing that's great about Clerks, what I was getting at is, I already said it, is that when I saw it again, those exact same feelings came back. And what I was going to say, God, if I could stay on track, that'd be great. What I was just going to say is, what's great about Clerks is that the big strength, obviously, is the script. I mean, it's a Kevin Smith movie, so it's a talking heads movie. And of course, it's the first Kevin Smith movie, so by saying it's a Kevin Smith movie at the time, it doesn't mean as much as it does now with several movies under his belt. So it's a talking heads movie. But I mean, it's definitely very entertaining. And what's interesting about Clerks is Matt has mentioned, I can't remember what the hell review it was, but Matt has mentioned before Clerks, getting a path, which I agree with, because it was just a no budget first time movie. So I'm, personally, I don't nitpick at how it's shot. As a matter of fact, to be honest, the way it's shot is I can't imagine Clerks being shot any other way, with just basically static, master shots of two people talking. I mean, it's just, it wouldn't be Clerks if it was shot, all sophisticatedly. And let's face it, it accomplishes what it needs to do, and it's pretty cool in that aspect. So it's I really like, basically, I guess my favorite character is, shit, I can't even remember his name, the guy who works at the video store. I like him more than Dante, because Dante's character is just kind of whiny and stuff like that. So I've always, ever since I first saw it, I always liked the character of whatever, the video store guy, more. And even though the performance might be kind of just like, or the line delivery might be just possibly a little stale. The voice, it just works the way he delivers it. And it might, like I say, it's probably stale delivery, but somehow his voice complements a stale delivery, like the just the way his voice is. I mean, the way it sounds. I don't know why I can't remember that character's name. I know Dante is, the guy at the Quick Stop or whatever, but whatever. It's the video store guy. And, the way they introduce the characters is great, and I think that the Jay and Silent Bob stuff was great, and, I mean, when I saw the movie again, when I watched it just recently on Blu-ray, and I saw it again in the Berserker, I was just like, oh my god. It just brought back, it's just so funny. Yeah, this guy's from Russia, man. His fucking Yankee Blue Jeans or something like that. He's like, go on, sit, da. It's just like, shit, I can't remember yeah, that's his metal face. Go on, or Orloff Berserker. Would you like some making fuck berserker? Would you like to suck my berserker? Did he say making fuck? I mean, that's just funny, and the thing I love is when, I don't know if it was planned or if it was actually, I don't think it was planned, because you can actually see someone in the reflection of the video store window right before walk by when Kevin Smith points at him, and Jason Mewes is like, hey, what you looking at, or whatever he says, I thought it was funny when Kevin Smith pointed him out, and he's just like, what are you looking at? We're gonna get some pussy, we're gonna make some money. And it's funny how, the character of Jay is just so stupid, but somehow, well, that's because he's playing himself, so obviously he's good at it, but it's funny because a guy of like Mewes' intellect, it's actually surprising how well he did manage to play himself, because a lot of people, get all flustered in front of a camera, and it's really impressive how, well he was able to do it, and also that whatever that guy's name is, I can't remember his name, Scott Mosier, who played two parts, the bearded guy and then the guy, oh man, you can't even pass. A lot of the humor in this movie is absolutely fantastic, and the stars I'll just go 3 stars on Clerks, back in 2004, when I imagine that's when the DVD of the 10th anniversary came out. I never got that or anything like that, but of course the Blu-ray has that version of the I can't remember what they call it, but it's it's the first cut or whatever, and I watched that. That was interesting to see the other little bits and pieces that were cut out. But it was amazing to actually revisit Clerks, and as I said in the Zach and Mary Make a Porno review, it whetted my appetite to make me want to see more Kevin Smith movies, and I did since then, of course, because I had, just by chance, after I saw it, I was able to find, $3, $3 Chasing Amy. Oh, I had the $3 Chasing Amy before, but then I was able to find $3 Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and obviously $3 Zack and Mary Make a Porno. And just last week I found, which I'll probably review after the video that comes after this video, I found Dogma for $2 on DVD at Half Price Books. So I think that'll do it for the Clerks review. But 3 stars. It's an extraordinarily funny movie with a lot of it's just in a lot of ways when you watch Clerks, it makes you wonder why there aren't more movies like this, like 16mm black and white movies that Hollywood has bought and put out. It makes you want to see more. And actually, to be honest, the black and white aspect of the movie is, ever since I first saw it, I've always loved that about the movie. The 16mm black and white. To be honest, in a perfect world, I really think that if you could go back and change it, like every Kevin Smith movie, for me, would be cool if it could be black and white. It adds so much magic to the movie. And the problem is when they went to 35, the DP was like, well, I think he had the same DP for a few movies. I'm not a big Kevin Smith guy, so I don't know. But regardless, the movies looked almost more amateurish in 35 color, like with Mallrats and Chasing Amy, than they did in black and white 16. So it would have been cool, you know, I suppose you could turn your color off when you watch it, you know, but that doesn't, you know, add that beautiful 16 millimeter grain. But 3 stars for Clerks. Oh, and by the way, I have yet to see Clerks 2. I don't want to pay any more than $3 for it. So I haven't found it. I've seen it, and it kicks my ass because I've seen Clerks 2 on the $3 bin more than once, you know, and I just, back before I, you know, rewatched Clerks, and I just wasn't interested. So, it's just a matter of time before I find a copy on DVD of Clerks 2. Maybe it's even on YouTube. But I'll obviously review that after I see it. So thanks for watching very much, and my love for you was like a rock berserker. Would you like some making fuck berserker? Would you like to suck my? Thanks for watching.